Okay, here we are on another little testing session this evening. A few things to test. We're starting with the S76 C++. Ongoing project to upgrade this existing FlightGear aircraft. This has another bit of an increase in the abilities of its FDM, its flight model, which will be tested this evening by Jeed and Voodoo. Gentlemen, over to you.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hi, Mom. Okay, so I've zeroed out. I'm all spun up. And I've zeroed all my controls.
Right.
So I'm going to hold my stick exactly still, and I'm going to slowly power up and see what happens.
Yep.
I'd say you hold your stick still.
Well, yeah, just keep a hold of your stick. Don't let it go. You never know. Anyway, it should have an increased stability in the hover now. There is an SAS system running on it as well. You can disable that with the usual keys. If you want to try hovering with and without, but it can hold a really solid hover now if you want it. Or it should be able to hold a really solid hover now.
Like that?
That's not bad.
Man, you can toss this thing around the sky. I love this thing.
He's got it in a good hover there. And Voodoo is belting around like another.
It's a funny thing about manic depressive is you get both sides. Watch, here comes manic.
Here comes what?
Manic.
Yeah. If they weren't so exhausting and potentially dangerous, manic episodes would be fun.
Well, they're really fun if they're short.
Yeah. And they don't have, like, a really big rebound afterwards. That's my problem, is that I often rebound really badly into depressive afterwards.
Don't forget your undercarriage is up, Voodoo. Of course, Voodoo doesn't have the same scenery as me here. He's just flown through a radar test station.
We need half clicks for power. One is a little too much and the next is too little.
Yeah, it is if you're doing keyboard, I suppose, yeah.
Ede, I'd love to see the gear animation if you get a chance.
Oh, yep. Wait a sec. Retracting it.
Nice.
Very smooth. Nice transition to forward flight there, again.
Yeah, very nice.
Roger that.
Beautiful shot of that.
So, what was your thoughts of the hover capability?
They're quite nice. I mean, it still moves. So as you said, like, you know, it's not perfect in the way that you don't have to do any inputs. So you have to do your inputs, but it's quite comfortable. So it's like it's actually okay. It's easy to stay in hover.
I do think the dust circles still, I think they happen at too high an altitude.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think just a little bit less would be a bit more realistic, because he was at a few hundred feet there, and it's still quite a lot.
I don't think he was at...
The altitude he's at now is fine, but higher than that, it was a bit weird.
Well, I'll have a look at that. But,
Yeah, see what you think.
have a look. I suppose it does taxi around quite nicely as well, that will take the wheel brakes off. I think it's getting close to release, this one, actually.
Yeah, I think the interior is actually quite nice. It has all it needs.
Still,
you know.
I've got a couple of the engine power gauges, the digital gauges to sort out. One of them, the engine power indicator isn't transferring all the way up the gauge, only going about 2/3 of the way up, whereas the other one's going the full distance, which is a bit annoying. It's an animation issue, I just can't get the animation right. I have been trying.
So from forward flight, from quite some high speed, I think it was around 130, I lowered the collective and the whole aircraft just started rolling, of course, to the left. I counteracted, and it was quite light on the roll axis.
Quite light.
So,
you mean too sensitive?
Yeah, so I just bounced back and forth a bit, you know, on the roll axis, yeah. But that's a very special case, so...
Be right back.
It might be a bit sensitive on the roll axis in general.
I could reduce the sensitivity a bit, but that does have a knock-on effect on the rest of the performance.
Okay.
But it's not you know, unable to fix it. Try it with the SAS turned off. See what happens.
Yeah.
Standard keys, I think. Set control D or shift key.
Yeah, exactly. It's turned off.
Why is it called the S76C++?
I don't know.
Well, that is its full name.
That's its full name. So Gage, you're now flying at raw.
Yeah.
No stabilization, no controls, no artificial inputs. Just
I am as well.
you are as well. Okay. You've got these both in video. You all notice the difference in its stability though.
Yeah, you can you instantly notice the need for more input. Although on the
Yes.
other hand, I think, yeah, Voodoo?
I noticed I had to put a lot more rotor control or rear rotor.
Yeah. You can throw it around way better.
It's way more maneuverable. It's fully aerobatic when you have got the SAS turned off. By the way.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting you try that, but it can be done.
Well, I've done some hellacious things with the last FDM in this thing. It's unbelievable.
A big chopper would be aerobatic, but it can do it. You can still hold a good hover with it as well if you're careful with the sticks.
Absolutely.
But the stability in the hover has been a bonus for it when we start using it for SAR stuff.
Yeah.
You can hold it really steady on top of target. I did some hands-off demonstrations to Algie last week with it, just letting it just go with the breeze.
Now on board with Voodoo.
You're on board with Voodoo?
Yep.
Okay.
I can actually do quite a nice hover without the SAS.
If you use autopilot, yeah, it'll get weird with the SAS on and perfectly stable without it. So
Yeah, you can't use autopilot and the SAS at the same time. It doesn't like it. They're both trying to do inputs to the same controls at the same time, so it gets a bit argumentative with each other. So that's the latest FDM update for the S76 C++.
that's about as close to perfect. I mean, as far as flying, this is my favorite combination of speed, agility, stability, hovering, just converting from, fast flight to whatever. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, I'm in quite a good hover without SAS, that's okay.
I'm watching it, yeah. And the GPU.
Yeah. I know. I'm right above it.
You better put your nose wheel down on top of it. There you go.
That was a bit too cocky.
There we go. So, that's the S76. Final word on the S76 at the moment?
Oh, I like it. I think... No, I'd say FDM-wise, I think it could be ready for a release. Further improvements come along the way.
Voodoo?
That's my favorite helicopter.
Right. Okay, so we're on the right track with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say, I don't know yet how I would actually manage with the time, but I think I would do some bits for the sound.
Okay. So we've still got the instrument panel, the engine management panel to sort out in the cockpit, get it reading properly before we can release it.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost there. It's almost there.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't leave your baggage compartment doors open, if you're going to slide the back doors open, you'll break. course it's got the selectable payloads and all that, as usual. But okay, next up, gentlemen. Initial 412 release. Yeah? Well, initial 412 development version.
Yeah, I'm just downloading it.
So, there you go, you've got the 412 initial build version. Payloads work, doors work, light packs fitted, sound packs fitted. Liveries. The liveries will change, the old liveries of the old HUI package. It's got an SAS installed as well, as per the real one. At the moment I don't have the switch on it to turn it off, so you're flying it with SAS the whole time at the moment. Wait till Geed comes back. You need a little bit of left pedal with this when you're taking off.
Where's my search light or landing light?
On the collective. On the collective block, upper left. That's it. Might as well fire it up. You can catch up.
For some reason, my throttle has just stopped working.
Yeah, what?
My throttle just stopped working.
It's a safety feature.
I'm back and almost done.
You're back in the button, huh?
And almost done.
Almost done. Voodoo's on the pad and fired up.
Oh look, Zippy's here.
Yay!
And he'll not be on my screen. He's gone.
Alright, so you said you needed some back stick?
No, I said you need some left pedal. I'm not going to tell you about the stick bit. You can figure that bit out yourself. Too much.
Okay. Starting up.
So this is Voodoo's first flight with the new generation 412, which is completely different from our, well, it's the existing version of the 412. Completely different in the flight model and the systems. 3D model is the same. Just going around in circles over there.
Pretty much for right now.
Try not to come in contact with the...
User in your channel timed out.
I don't know how you missed that.
I just saw it.
User entered your channel.
Is that you again, Algie?
Yep.
Well, come on, dude.
Whoa!
Oh, careful, 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 careful.
It's not an S76.
It's not
Here's
an
a clue.
It's not an S76. No, it's a Huey with a fancy rotor head.
So on the menu it still says UH-1N, huh?
Yeah, because I haven't changed that yet.
Okay.
FDM is different from UH-1N, not just in the rotor head, but the power is different as well.
Yeah.
This has got an SAS fitted as well, which the UH-1N doesn't. You can't turn the SAS off at the minute. So
Oh, okay.
I haven't got that set up.
DNE is
Pretty fast for a Huey, that's what I'll say.
wow, that's a fast helicopter.
It's good for about 140ish. You're talking a lot more power and a lot more capable rotor system than the usual Hueys. The FDMs and all the Huey models, including this one, are, let's just say, more anatomically correct compared to what the old one was.
Oh yeah. You got power.
It's got power, oh yes, it's got plenty of power. You'll probably feel the SAS fighting you in some manoeuvres at the moment.
Yeah.
Because it's trying to say, yo, don't do that, you're a silly boy.
It does a hover thing pretty nice, albeit a little tail down.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I've still got a little bit of trimming to do with its hover capability though. So this is only the first version of its new FDM, so still a lot of work I think, but it's not too bad actually for a first go. The dashboard is similar to the 212, but there is a few differences in it with different warning panel and some instruments in a different place. Otherwise it's pretty similar. And keeps down.
It's a nice shot ruined by that silly luminous helicopter.
Well, I've turned them off, I've placed them in ignore.
Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that.
Do that anyway when I see him in line. He's just a pest.
Yeah.
And I hope he's watching the video. You're a pest, son. We just put you in ignore. Doing no damage to anybody.
Perhaps I should write a little script that we can make a list that automatically ignores people when they connect to multiplayer.
Might work. So, how are you getting on with yours, Voodoo?
I like it. It flies old.
It flies old.
It flies like it's an old helicopter.
It's actually more modern avionics-wise than the other Hueys. And it's got a composite, semi-rigid rotor system in it as well. It's much more capable.
You really got to be on the pedals.
You do, but I'm planning on doing a bit more trimming with that yet. This one will have the deployable flotation system fitted to it when I'm ready as well.
A pretty credible liftoff to a hover there. Let's trim it there.
Looking good, sir.
Transition to forward flight.
Your VMAX is around about 140-ish. Well, that's when you'll start getting some vibration kicking in and the following issues that accompany it, obviously.
Let's test it.
Well, you test it. I'm watching. I'm watching you from Geed's perspective.
Because he's right behind you.
What's your airspeed now?
110 knots.
Well, you're not pushing it yet.
Whoa, 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 what was that?
That was, I don't know what the hell that is. Jesus Christ, kid. Geed.
Whoa, tail heavy. Suddenly.
What the hell?
Alright, I'm gonna try it again.
That, I don't know, that's...
That's weird. That power setting, whoa, it does not like this.
Right, what power setting are you at?
Collective's about whoa, about 80% or so, and it's just not, when it doesn't have any enough forward motion, it just pitched its face way up.
So you're applying too much power for the situation.
Whoa, I must be.
Of course, the faster you go, the more transitional lift you're going to get off the blades, so just...
No, the effect is quite noticeable. It's actually, you're actually pitching up a lot. But hey, yeah, why not? I mean, the thing is, the only thing that I am experiencing, that didn't look good.
No, that's toast.
That
It
is
is
not
burning.
good.
That's toast. Yeah. Toasted voodoo. With a side
So
of
the thing that I'm noticing is that above 120 knots, it's actually getting actually quite sensitive, extremely sensitive.
That's what I found. It's just like little teeny movement on the stick. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, lag. There we go.
Which on the other hand, I mean, well, movements should be smaller in forward flight. Don't really need that much or that many movements on the input. Well, I mean,
Maybe
you never really need that many inputs or like big inputs. You just need small inputs. Yeah. It's ooh.
Yeah, that's the ground. You don't want to hit that.
It's, ooh.
I have flown it up to VNE myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again, I'm used to its little behaviours. This is why I do give it to you guys to try it, which are not used to its little behaviours.
Yeah. So I'm flying 125 knots roughly. If I keep the nose at around 5 degrees, it's slightly climbing, of course. And then if I just get it to something like 2 degrees or something like that, it has a tendency to fall over and go into a negative attitude. If you can get any info out of that, Stuart.
I think I know what you mean, yes.
Yeah, I would like to see how it actually flies without the SAS engaged.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the thing.
the SAS is going to fight you. If you're going to try and do something silly, it's going to try and stop you.
That's might be why I got the overcompensation of,
Yeah.
you push the nose down, it tries to pull itself back up. You push it down harder, and it just jerks you, and it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Slaps you in the face and says, "Don't be silly."
yeah, it fights you.
Right. Well, I'll have the next issue ready for next week's testing then.
Ooh. Hovers like a bandit.
It is a good stable hover on it, but I can do it. It's not stable as well. It should be yet. Not with the SAS engaged anyway. So, summarize.
It's nice, but it's twitchy. For me, but of course I fly with keyboard and mouse, so I'm not typical.
No, but we test it in all with keyboard and mouse, and we test it with joysticks. That's the whole point. Obviously,
Yeah, it would.
go on.
I'd say.
User in your channel timed
I
out.
actually think that I would need
User
a little
entered the
more
channel.
flying on this thing. What I found out is that I don't really have enough of the ability to actually hold a certain attitude that I probably would need to safely, transition from forward flight into hover, something like that. It's also actually based on that the stick, of course, has springs and they fight my my input movements as well. So all in all, it's of course a lot of my input failures that make this thing behave a little more different, I think. But based on what we have as experience so far in this configuration, I think it actually tends to get into a nose down attitude a bit too much in fast forward flight. It actually gets into a nice hover that I think is really cool, and you can actually get it into a nice hover from transition as well. You just have to be extremely careful. As it tends to actually go into a nose down attitude, it is quite dangerous if you fly low.
All helicopters are dangerous if you fly low.
So yeah, you know, I mean, if we can actually get this thing out of SAS and try to fly it, I think that there would be a benefit. Just see how it actually flies without everything.
Right, I'll have the disengage fitted for next week as well.
Yep. Yeah, that'd be nice. Other than that, you can actually feel the power. That is nice. It doesn't really have any bad behaviors on the yaw axis, for instance. Stuff like, you know, with the tail rotor, that it might be a bit too much acting in some direction, something like that. You know, it doesn't do any rapid movements, unwanted ones. So it's predictable in that way, which is very nice. And it flies old, as Voodoo says, which is nice.
It flies old. Okay then.
Vintage.
Oh yeah, vintage. And I see Voodoo like you know, in a nice slow forward flight right now, and actually changing the helicopter's attitude. Very nice.
This is just the initial version. Just remember that. This is the first up.
That's pretty impressive for a first attempt.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right. Okay. So that covers the 412. Work in progress. Let's go to the old favourite that's been a bugbear for the past 3 weeks.
The old farts.
The old fart, the UH-1C.
Did you change only specific files, like the FDM file, or did you change?
I've changed the model XML, the model itself, the light pack, and the FDM.
Okay, so I'll get the whole thing.
Yeah, get the whole thing. Okay.
Oh, no blades.
No blades. I see the
I
Yeah,
got blades.
it's probably a path issue.
I see the blades.
You do? That's
Yeah.
nice. Good
See.
for you. Yeah, I don't mind.
I thought the path issue was fixed.
Yeah, I thought as well.
I see blades.
I see
Did we
blades.
upload the thing?
I'll check it there now. But I see the blades. So it's maybe
Yeah, I don't know. Wait a second. Did I spawn out of the wrong version, maybe?
I don't know.
Wait a second, I am in. Well, UH-1H, it says. That would be wrong.
Who's it? You're UH-1C.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
Right.
definitely a C. From C to C.
Okay. It's actually trying to reference stuff from the UH-1H.
Ah, right. Okay. Right. Anyway, as far as I can see, you've got blades. I'll sort that.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
This guy's trying to engage in conversation, but I can't really engage in conversation when we're doing this.
You must have our scenery then.
You must do. You can type them on this year video as well.
I am, but I'm just downloading the UH-1C at the moment, so I can chat briefly.
There you go, Gita's airborne.
It was way easier this time, but I have to try it again because I seem to be floating to the right a lot. Okay, wait a second. See? Just get down again.
A lot of pedal.
You do need
Yeah.
a lot of pedal with it. Yeah, you do need a lot of pedal with it.
Alright.
Zero your trims.
Yeah, it's wow. So I have a lot of rudder, left rudder, while taking off. It is still rotating to the right, so yawn to the right, and then actually floating to the right as well, instantly. Don't even know how to
That was it for
cope
me.
with that. Wow.
Yeah. We've got a toasted C. Voodoo,
Nice.
voodoo again.
My sticks gave up. That's weird. No control. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway, I gotta fly anyway.
Right, catch you next week, Voodoo.
Carry on,
Have
gents.
a nice one now. Have a nice week, man.
See you later, gents.
See you, Voodoo.
User
See you, dude.
disconnected from
Yeah.
your channel.
So that's looking
Okay, so I think I got it this time. You actually need left stick, quite a lot, left rudder, quite a lot, and then as soon as you get off into the air, you actually add a bit more left stick.
counter the
So
torque.
right now, yeah, and right now I'm actually flying with left rudder engaged and left stick, and I'm flying forward.
You're
But
flying,
there's no wind right now.
you're flying an old helicopter, but yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. That's nice. Okay, I'll try a left
It's
turn.
one step away from a Bell 47.
Ah. Turns are very slow, at least against the top direction, right? Yeah, turns are slow. Turns maybe a bit more, or a bit faster to the right, right?
And TLS wants to know what kind of party we're having.
A spawn party.
Oh, vibration.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh. Are you going in? No, you got it.
Yeah, but I experienced some. Whoa. Okay. Oh, you really have to add power, yeah, or actually collective. Whoa.
It's got a
Okay.
lot. It's a, compared to the even the UH-1H, it's got quite a lot less power available to it.
Yes. Oh, and you have to. Right now, for this hover, I'm holding left stick, back stick, and left rudder. And about 60 or 60% collective. That's quite drastic.
not ready yet then.
But it's close to, I'd say it's closer. No, I mean, it's okay to actually fly it in this configuration. I mean, if it's somehow comparable to how they have to do it like in reality, why not? I mean, we probably have to, based on our configurations, like the stick and input configurations, we have to probably do a bit more input movements, but all in all, I'd say that should be okay.
Well, you're using, obviously your sensation is going to change depending on your flight sticks that you use.
Yeah, exactly. But you see, the way that I'm actually taking off right now, if you see that from outside, it looks realistic.
It did. I'm watching it from outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the fourth or the fifth version of the FDM.
And I think the swing movement that I did right now, where it actually tries to move around quicker and you have to compensate, otherwise it actually does that. I think I've seen that. I think the real thing does it as well. And it's just something that the pilots need to know.
I suppose the time will tell when I start putting payloads on it as well, how it behaves.
Mm.
It looks like you're managing quite stable to do it quite stable there.
Yeah.
So getting used to it.
Yeah. It's a lot of input, but actually getting into a forward flight. I mean, this is slow forward, so that's okay near hover. I'd assume it would need a little more inputs. Oops, getting down is a bit rough still. But if you change to fast forward flight or cruise flight, so to say, inputs they tend to get smaller, so you wouldn't cramp up.
You're not going to yank it into a left-hand hard stick done when you're going fast, because you're just going to break it.
Guys, can I just interrupt for a second? What is our Westland Gazelle any particular variant?
We have the Westland Gazelle and we have the Aerospatiale Gazelle.
Okay.
Why?
It's just because I've got this database of full aircraft names for the overlays, and I'm just every aircraft that I see around, I try and update it.
Well, the correct destination is the AS3...
341.
341, yes. Ours is the 341, not the 342. 341 is our one.
Better.
So it should be Westland Gazelle T41.
AS341.
No. Its technical name is an SA341, Sud Aviation, yeah? It was originally made. Yeah.
Okay.
But we have two variants of it in our hangar. One is just called a Gazelle, which is a French, it looks like a French version.
Yeah, I know, I've seen the one, yeah.
And the Westland Gazelle, which looks like an Army Marines version, or Navy RAF. A Brit Mill version, Westland. And it's called Westland _Gazelle, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I'm in now.
That's right, that's why I'm doing it now, because I can test it while you're in.
Yeah. And the other variant we have is just called Gazelle.
Yeah. I'm not seeing
Basically
the
comes up
alternative
without the
designation
area.
appearing anywhere in documentation, so I'll probably leave it out and just say Westland Gazelle.
Yeah. Gazelle one is basically the liveries tend to be civvy ones,
Yeah, okay.
and he doesn't have the sights and the aerials that this Westland one does. He has
Yeah, I think I've seen the Aerospatiale one at an air show years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it was a kind of a joint venture. Westland kit built a load of them in Yeovilton, and they were branded Westland Gazelles, but they weren't made by Westland. They were just kit built in.
Yeah.
But the British Army, well, all the Brit Mill ones were SA341s. Yeah. The next version up was an SA342. The Navy and the RAF ones were better versions. They had better avionics, basically.
Yeah.
You had the order stab system. I think the engines were the same. But the RAF and the Navy ones were basically just like better avionics.
Yeah. I used to see a fair few of them because my parents live near Yeovil.
Yeah.
It's a good place for spotting helicopters. So you've got Yeovilton and you've got Westland's own base.
Yeah. See, in Yeovil, you'll see Navy ones and,
Yeah.
well, they'll be branded Marines, but they're actually Army owned.
Right.
They're owned and maintained by the British Army, but they have Marines written on, Royal Marines written on the side of them.
Right.
And they are not the same as the Royal Navy ones. The Royal Navy ones are only ever used as trainers. Yeah. Partly why they have better avionics, better navigation avionics, and orders. But
Right.
yeah, around the over you should see both types.
Okay.
The RAF ones are virtually the same as the Navy ones.
Right.
Okay, can we have a wee summary on the latest version of the C?
You mean thoughts or what?
Yeah, compared to the previous FDM and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, it's miles away. Yes, and it's way better. Absolutely.
Good.
It's hard to say how you can actually compare them, like in certain details. I don't really remember how it behaved in a detailed way. That's like it was just extremely difficult to fly, and it was extremely overreacting in certain configurations. This one actually feels quite natural for a helicopter of this kind, and it feels like that it actually needs a lot of work, which is something that I like, and I think that's way better.
Excellent. Right. So I'm on the right track with that as well. Do you want to swap to the UH-1H, and you can compare the two single engine UEs, this one to the H? Because the H is a bit more. It's a larger body, more powerful.
Talk about it.
So this is the UH-1H.
It is.
So it's not got the same sound pack as the C. So the sound pack that's in the C, just for the benefit of the video, is going to be a special sound pack for our release as an add-on we'll use, except for the C. Notice they stay planted in the ground without rotating as much now.
Yeah, they do. That's nice.
Still rotate a bit, but nowhere near as bad as what it used to be.
Yes. What did you do for that?
Well, I completely rebuilt all the FDMs, fuselage, model, everything. A lot.
And regarding the sliding on the grounds,
Well,
what are you doing against that?
The aircraft is ballasted wrong in its original form. So now it's ballasted correctly.
Ah.
Mass distribution's proper. What it should be. Whoa.
That was a bit fast.
That was a little
Wait a
bit.
sec, let me just
sudden.
try. Yeah, let me try that again. Yeah, it didn't get up. Although I already added a lot of collective. Yeah, okay, I didn't watch the power. Don't know.
Right,
Maybe
so
it was ready.
the UH-1C has got 820 kilowatts power. This has got thousands.
Yeah. See. Yeah. That was way more smooth.
Yeah.
Let me just get down again.
You're pulling the stick like you are working with the C.
Yeah. It's quite the difference, yeah. So in this one, actually, the whole thing changed completely. I have to do a bit of left rudder. I have to add right stick. No, well, not that much back stick, just a bit, just a tad.
Longer.
And then it.
The longer nose it counterweights the tail. Well, there's a bit
Yeah.
more.
And then it actually takes off at around, let's say, 25% collective. It's a lot. Well, not a lot. That's quick. That's fast. Taking off quite fast, quite early.
Yeah, just for these airframes are in the empty configuration. Basically, there's no seating or anything like that in them extra. It's just a basic airframe, pilot seats and fuel. So they're not in any sort of configuration as it's tested at the moment. This one has payloads available, so you can add weight to it.
That was a close one.
They don't hit things. Difference again in this is got the horizontal stabilizers, which you don't have in the C. Which helps you keep your attitude a bit better.
Yeah, it still has the tendency to lower the nose a bit, but not as drastic as with the C. Or the 412, that was the 19, not the C. Oh, wait a sec, the C did it, right? What the hell, I'm already...
You're getting confused now. Too many Hueys.
Sure. So many variants, so little time. But see, it's actually, it's in a nice slow forward flight configuration on a nice right turn, very slow. Right, transitioning to less collective and hopefully slower flight.
And don't
Raising
land
the
it
nose. I won't. Oh yeah. Okay, that was quicker than expected. Quicker getting into hover.
You weren't going a lot faster.
Right, let's get down a bit. Let's just land on the skids.
Well, it's preferable in landing on top of the rotor blades or on the side.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Huh.
And here comes water in the noisy exhale.
Yeah. You can hear him as well.
You wouldn't think there's much of a difference between the C and the H, but there is actually quite a difference in the way they behave.
Yeah, absolutely. There is quite the difference. It actually behaves way more smooth, way more predictable. Actually, it does less of those not unpredictable, but not anticipated movements. So this is this is way more trusty or trustworthy.
It's still an old helicopter though.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite as old as the C, but so have you done a high-speed test? Or you just no?
No, again.
Please.
There's water.
There's water. Kilo PC.
Right, let's do the test then. Alrighty. 100 knots. 110. 120. Nope, vibrations. 122. 130.
See the vibration.
And I'm
Yeah,
boarding.
He's starting to kick. Yep.
Okay, good night all. Bye for now.
See you, Ori.
All right.
Bye.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, that was okay. That was absolutely okay. No, no sudden movements, no oversensitivity.
User disconnected from your channel.
Or sensitivity. Sensitivity.
No, but if you still hammer it round a corner, you're going to break it.
Mm.
It will blade stall.
All right.
It can auto-rotate as well. I have actually auto-rotated it. I couldn't auto-rotate the old Hueys. They just were unmanageable, but this can be done now. Can be auto-rotated now. Something that couldn't be done with the old Huey package. I didn't suggest trying to do it all because you might end up in flames on camera. there.
Yeah. I still have engines, or like I still have them on 100% power. No. So it's not a real auto rotate.
You can shut the engine down to idle.
I know, but it's, I have to put that onto some sort of lever or something like that on the power stick thingy. Yeah.
You bring this birdie home, please, and we'll do one more, and that'll do for tonight.
Is that?
Oh shit. That didn't sound good.
Yeah, surely it didn't for you.
No, I could hear the transmission going, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Grind, grind, grind.
Pretty sure you shed some teeth.
There we go.
Last one this evening will be the UH-1N. It's got the wrong sound back in it as well, but
Yeah, but that's okay. Right now.
right, so here we have the UH-1N, or Twin Hui. Latest FDM updates. Full rigid.
Oh.
Careful. Twice the power, remember?
Well, I just put the stick to the side, to the left side, and it actually did a right yaw. Quite aggressive one.
I didn't see you move at all.
It might have been extremely fast, yeah, because it was. That probably was a blade stall. I don't know. Yeah, it didn't do it this time, so yeah, it probably was.
You've got the guns, the weapons side, so your gun sight in the cockpit is actually deployable if you click that.
No hands free right now.
No, I wouldn't think you would have them. And as long as you haven't changed the seat height, the gun sight is calibrated to the rockets guns.
Nice, nice.
It is also in the UH-1H as well. So you're flying that with a payload which is, it's got a bit of weight in it. So yeah, it's much more powerful than the H. Way more powerful than the C. But not quite as powerful as the 412. Almost, but not quite. Seems to be managing it fairly well.
Yeah, I think so.
VNE is roughly about the same as the H though, because you're still using the same rotor head.
Yeah. We'll try it out in a bit. cushion.
You like wearing the skids out, don't you?
I do. I think they, you know, they got a purpose.
You have to land on.
Yeah. Hey, come on, you can. Just use them for what they were designed. Okay, I'm going fast now. 80 knots. Okay. 100. 110. 120. Here we go. Accelerations. 122, something like that. Up, they're gone. 110. 105. And we're in forward flight. Slightly increasing speed again. But then stopping at 115. Oops.
You went a little bit over.
Yes. Well, it's still
It's manageable.
something. It is absolutely manageable. But yeah, I mean, you have to. We have to get to know them, the aircraft. So lowering collective a lot.
VRS, here we come.
Oh shit! Yeah. Almost. Oh.
I just seen it sort of plummet there.
That wasn't smart. Alright, I gained a bit of altitude before flaring. Got to hit my tail wheel. Tail rotor. And I'm in a constant left rudder all the time. So there's not really that much headspace for the left rudder. So you actually have to use the collective if you want to, if you want to fly a left turn, you have to use the collective aiding the left turn.
You have to fly even.
Exactly. Okay, but then actually it shows like, yeah, a lot of power. That's nice.
See, it's a lot more powerful in the H. Way more powerful than the C.
Yeah.
And the reason I split all the views up is so I could work in individuality on better. It gives me more scope to be individual, give them their individual characters that I couldn't do before.
Yeah, right.
Because the C didn't exist before, the C's a new entry, but it's all based on the same stuff. They've all got the correct fuel loads as well.
Okay.
And they do use fuel. The old
That's
ones,
nice.
The old ones didn't.
It's still a manual thing, isn't it?
What do you mean, manual?
The fuel consumption calculation?
Oh, it's all calculated in the nasal. it's all set.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, so the older, well, the current issued versions of the Huey package don't have that at all. They don't have any fuel consumption. So you can fly forever, but these have got an endurance now. They'll only fly for so long before they need fuel.
Yeah,
Or you ready
that's nice.
first,
What kind of engine does it actually have? Is it an Ellison or something like that?
I'll need to look again. It's in the notes somewhere.
Okay. Squidward! Skid.
Okay,
Yeah, so this one is nice. It's like all of them are actually quite cool. They all have their own little personality. The older ones are noticeably harder to fly, which is nice.
here's a little comparison, right? The UH-1C produces 820 kilowatts from its engine. The N is producing a total of 2,684 kilowatts.
Whoa.
It's a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the H is a 1,000 kilowatt engine. So even between the H and the 2 and the N, there's a big difference. Right, well, we've got a thought on the N.
Yeah, just as I said, it just tops the whole pack somehow. That's quite nice. As expected, it flies way more smooth than the other ones. Where you can actually feel the power in this one, and the FDM doesn't really show that many unexpected things.
Right, well, if it's fine, I don't think I'll be touching the FDM again on it. If it's what you think.
I think, yeah. I mean, it could be the first version that we ship with these ones. I mean, it doesn't have to be 100% perfect in the first version at all.
It does.
Yeah, on the other hand, I just can't really say anything about how realistic it is. It just feels different. It feels good. It feels old from time to time, and in the way that it actually does its own little attitude changes and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I actually want to see myself in the video actually flying around from third person and from a fixed position, just to see if it looks kind of realistic. But you would say it does, huh?
It seemed to do.
Which is good, yeah.
I mean, with the Hueys, you do need pedal to take off. It's not like the S76, which is pretty much nearly a neutral takeoff. But
Yeah.
these are a different generation of helicopters. mean, we went right through from the C with the Bell 204/UH-1C all the way up to here. We've been to the 412, which is the latest of the Huey family, I suppose, isn't it? Anyway, testing session for this evening. I mean, it's been a big one.
Yeah.
It's been a big one. There's a lot of stuff done this week, so that's good. So I'm going to call it quits on the testing session tonight, and thank you for your feedback and assistance.
You're more than welcome.
So
We'll fix some of the sounds as well on them. They might be though not be part of the original models here and there. We don't know yet, as some of the sounds are actually CC licensed.
Yeah, the sound pack that's in the UH-1C, it's going to be, this UH-1C is going to be a CC licensed model anyway. That pack can ship with that model. But
Yeah, absolutely.
That sound pack will be an option in the other Hueys, except for the 412, which is a different sounding beast altogether.
Exactly.
So, yeah, that's the way it'll be done. Anyway, testing session is over. Thank you for...
Ooh, and I have a media question.
A media question, okay.
Well, so I quite like the idea of actually doing an air show for the relaunch. If we were to do that, I think I've got a good idea for how we could get quite a lot of the word out, how we could publicise it. If we had those aircraft in our hangar that there are still examples of, whether they're ground or flying examples, and have those in the air show, and then we could try and get them to retweet our tweets about it. Those guys might have quite a lot of followers.
Well, we probably need to do their paint schemes for them.
Yeah, but that's not a problem.
Oh, Gary can do it. Gary can do
Yeah. I mean, we've already got the two victors. Those their livers are already in there. I think we've got that that multicoloured hunter, misdemeanor or misbehaviour or something.
Misdemeanor, yeah.
Yeah. Let me just fire it up.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm terminating the video.
Goodbye.